I'll never forget that afternoon when I discovered something on my son's hand, a translucent, slimy bubble that writhed slightly like a living thing. The moment my fingertip touched it, a chill crept up my spine. What on earth was this? I didn't dare think too much about it and immediately took the sample to my doctor friend for testing, but fear didn't fade with the waiting. That night, abrupt knocking jolted me from light sleep. Who would visit at this hour? I tiptoed to the door and peered through the peephole at an unfamiliar man's face. I quickly latched the security chain. The stranger claimed to be from the Census Bureau.
Carol Bonnell, I'm sorry to bother you so late. I need to ask you a few questions for the Census Department.
Listen, let me get that, and then you can ask me through the door. Suddenly, the man thrust his hand through the gap. I got a clear look at his eyes. They were completely hollow gray, devoid of any emotion, like two stagnant pools. A chill shot from my feet straight to the top of my head. Fortunately, the man eventually chose to leave. I rushed to the window to look out, only to witness an even more bizarre scene. The man walked with stiff movements, his arms swinging unnaturally, a complete walking corpse. The next day, I forced myself to stay calm and go to work, but I discovered the entire world had gone wrong. People on the streets moved slowly with vacant stares like wax figures, and everyone's gaze turned toward me in unison. That deathly stare made my scalp crawl. After noticing these abnormalities, I hurried to the office. My fingers trembled as I opened my computer, trying to figure out what was happening. Just then, my friend suddenly called, saying that the membrane substance found on my son yesterday didn't belong to Earth. I thought back to the news reports from a few days ago about a space shuttle crash. I instantly realized that the space shuttle might have brought an alien virus to Earth, causing many infected humans to become walking corpses. With this thought, I rushed to my ex-husband's house, wanting to take my son away. But the moment I pushed open his front door, I felt like I'd fallen into an ice pit. The living room was filled with people, all staring at me expressionlessly with the exact same look as the man from last night. They were already infected. I turned to flee, but my ex-husband tackled me to the ground. Then he spat a mouthful of green liquid onto my face. He released his grip and stood up, looking at me coldly as if observing a lab specimen. I knew the virus had invaded my body. My friend had said this virus would complete cellular reconstruction while the host slept, and upon waking, they'd become a new species without emotions. Seeing my ex-husband and the others pursuing me from behind, I had no choice but to get in my car and flee frantically. But the scene on the streets left me in despair. Every pedestrian was watching me with those same hollow eyes. The entire city had become a breeding ground for the alien virus. I had no choice but to mimic their stiff movements, walking along the roadside and desperately trying to disguise myself as one of them. But I knew something even more terrifying awaited me. Once sleepiness hit, I might never be myself again.